Hey guys, it's our second day in Florence and a gorgeous sunny day. Good morning guys, it's a brand new day in Florence. Our first full day and our last full day, so gotta make this day count. The first thing is first is we're gonna go to a place called Madeline's for some breakfast. So we're here in Madeline's. It's a nice little bakery that does wines and does hot chocolates and hot drinks, as well as loads of pastries and sandwiches and that kind of thing. And we're going to be trying something that looks like a croissant but isn't a croissant. It's called a cornetto, and it's filled with kind of whatever filling they have on the day. So they've sold out of pistachio, unfortunately, but they do have a marmalade one and a jam one. So I went for the marmalade one because it's something a little bit more different to what I'm used to. So I thought I'd try that instead as a compromise. But they did have a little small pistachio kind of mini kind of pastry, which I don't know if it was a mini cornetto, but it looked like one. But anyway, I'm going to try that. So to get a slight taste of what it might have been like. But sadly, no pistachio cornetto for me today. So let's get into this and have a bit of breakfast. At the top of it, they've put like a little example of what's inside it so you know what the filling is, which is quite cute. So here we go. This was okay, but not much filling inside, sadly. So on to the marmalade cornetto. Marmalade inside this cornetto. So I can't wait to try it. And these are called cornettos, they're not called croissants, but they differ a little bit to croissants in the way that they're prepared. They definitely feel a bit lighter and fluffy than a croissant. So I've hit the filling now. Imagine this being filled with pistachio. I think I would die. Because the marmalade's really good. But yeah, sadly the pistachio one sold out already because it is nearly midday here, so oh well. It's so nice, you can hear the church bells in the distance. It's a really nice little area. You've got lovely views of the bridge. And it's just really, really peaceful. Next, we went to Michelangelo Square, where you can get some amazing views of the city. Me and Tig were here back in, I think it was 2017. But wow, it's so beautiful here. Such amazing views. And this is such a cool way to do it. Get a taxi from down there up. It's about a 10-minute drive. Because we walked last time, but it's a lot of steps. And in the heat, I definitely am glad we got a taxi. Must be the walls of the city. I didn't even know they had city walls like that. That's so cool. We decided to grab some lunch and spotted this beautiful looking restaurant right next to the square. So guys, we have stopped off at this beautiful restaurant, this lovely outside dining area where you can properly enjoy this stunning scenery of the mountains and everything, with the statue of Michelangelo in the square in front of you. You can see all of it. It's a beautiful panoramic view while you eat. So we've got a lovely ice cold birra Moretti. Got a bit of birra Moretti when you're in Italy. Tig's throat, sadly, is not doing very well, so he can't talk much, which is why he's a bit of a silent partner in today's video. But he's still having fun, aren't you? The weather is absolutely gorgeous. It's 37 degrees at the moment, but there's a lovely breeze, so it doesn't feel as hot, especially not when you're in the shade. So I'm going for a tagliatelle dish with mushrooms, and Tig is having a nice pasta dish with meatballs. So hopefully it'll be really, really tasty. I'm gonna say cheers, salute, and let's have an amazing last day in Florence. So in Italy, they always make sure that you make eye contact with the person when you're toasting as a respect thing. Salute! Boom. Wow, so there's my mushroom tagliatelle with parmigiano on top. You've got to have Parmesan cheese, haven't you? And Tig has his meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs, with a nice dollop of Parmigiano as well.
That looks so gorgeous, I can't wait to eat it. Let's have some meatballs. That spaghetti tastes amazing. Nothing like the spaghetti I'm used to. It's so fresh and so thick and yet so delicate at the same time. It's amazing.
Okay. Oh my god, look at this. Let's give this tagliatelle a go. That pasta is next level. The tagliatelle itself is so fresh, like Tig was saying. It feels like it's been made on site fresh. That's what it feels like. It feels almost like organic, if you could say, like really, really fresh pasta. I don't know if they make it on site here, but it tastes like they do. The mushroom flavour is kind of quite subtle throughout it, and then you get these bursts of mushroom with the chunks of mushroom here. It's really, really tasty. Lovely sort of lunch to have. Massive lunch, but delicious. After that tasty food, we got a taxi to the bus station. Gone to our bus stop. We're going to wait now for our bus. We're heading outside of the city, and we've got a nice little shower. See, Italy rains too. So we are now on the coach, and we're heading off to a winery, like a vineyard in the countryside. So it should be really cool. As the rain came down, we left Florence behind, heading an hour into the countryside. This winery was built in 1997, but the vineyards themselves are over 350 years old. So we're here at Il Molino di Grace, which translates roughly, there's a translation, Molino means windmill, I think, in Italian, and this place used to be a windmill before it became a winery. So there's a break in the rain, finally. So we're going to go in and taste some wine, but it's just such a beautiful area, it really is. It's so special. Surrounded by all these hills and everything, and I believe it's in the sort of Tuscany region. So let's go inside and taste some wine at this beautiful winery. This map shows a range of greens from light to dark. The lighter ones mean the vines are younger, and the darker ones mean the vines are much older. The wines were pretty tasty, with the dessert wine being my favourite. We left Molino di Grace and headed to a smaller winery about 30 minutes away, called Tenuta di Riseccoli. Not gonna lie, we already felt a little bit tipsy after those wines, but I'm really excited to see what this winery has to offer. The wines that we have been trying have been from the Chianti region of Italy. This is a family-run winery, and it dates back to 1920, so let's go and try some more wine. It smells so sweet here, it's amazing. I can't explain how sweet the air smells, I really can't. Oh, a cat. Hello.
Hello.
Remember,
Hello.
we have 14 cats.
14! Wow. We were told if we spotted all 14 cats, we would get a free bottle of wine, so let's keep an eye out. We made our way into the winery, which feels so rustic. I absolutely love it. We sat down and enjoyed some wine and spotted our second cat, a really affectionate little kitty called Luna.
Look at the bees.
Look at the butterflies as well. Lavender I can smell. Yeah, lavender and honey. So that was really nice tasting wine. So this basically is sort of the Tuscan region of wines are sort of made in this area, so sort of kind of Tuscany zone of Italy, close to Siena on the border. The wines that are often made around here are red wines. However, they do specialise in some white wines here, and they're one of the few wineries that actually do that. So this particular place has some white wines, a dessert wine that takes 10 years to make. So this winery is family run. It's been going since 1920, and they make around 20,000 bottles of wine a year. Now that might sound a lot, but when you compare it to big kind of corporate wine places that are a much larger scale, they make around 8,000 bottles every few hours. So that really shows the big difference in production. And I really like these kind of places, these family run places where you can really feel the love, you can feel the wine. Definitely going to my head, but it's just, it makes such a difference. I think I love family run places versus big corporate places. So here it's very, very kind of, they keep the original kind of ways of doing things, they keep tradition alive in this sort of place, and it's just, nothing's done en masse, it's about quality rather than quantity. Good things in small packages here, and that's definitely the case with the wine. We've just tried it, and it's absolutely delicious, really good wine. This place is so beautiful. You're surrounded by amazing scenery like this, and honestly, it's one of my favourite wineries that I've been to. Big thumbs up from me. What a great experience. Now time to head back into Florence. Heading back to our apartment. It's about a 10-minute walk from the Basilica, but I thought I'd have one last look at it before we leave Florence. This has been one of the fastest trips we've ever had, I think, but we were very lucky to get to go at all, considering everything that went wrong the day the internet died. So even if it's a bit late, we still are here. So I couldn't not go and see this place one last time. It's amazing seeing it as the sun's going down and the light reflecting on it. So we're supposed to go up to the very top. Because of our delayed flights and everything, we lost our ticket and we couldn't get there another day because we flew in on a Sunday and it's closed on a Sunday for Mass. So unfortunately this time we can't go inside. Just means we have to go back to Florence again at some other time. We are here on Ponte Bridge, and the sun is going down, and I'm just going to have a look at that sunset across the River Arno. Let's get off the bridge and head back to our apartment to freshen up before we go on our boat ride. So there's a reason that the buildings have different colour numbers on them, and it's not just for decorative reasons, it's actually because they tell locals what type of business it is. So red is for shops and restaurants, and black is for kind of like hotels or places that people live, you know, residents and stuff. So I love this place, but when you first come in, it doesn't smell very good. It's like sewage. But thankfully our room doesn't smell like that. Back to intimate lift.
Very intimate, especially when it's this warm.
Out he goes. Here we go. Have a communal microwave as well, and a little drink station, which is cute. Oh, lovely and cool. Oh my gosh, right. I'm gonna de-sweatify. We don't have actually very long before our boat ride, so I'm going to quickly nip to the loo, flap about naked for a bit, and then I'm going to go on the boat. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye! Ciao! Right, now we've freshened up, it's time to head back out. We're going to go on a boat ride now. Gotta go and find our meeting point. The boat sets sail at 9:30. Let's see what the crack is, lads. This is so peaceful. It's really nice. It's Monday, so it was quite busy earlier, but now but tonight it's quite chill here. You know, there's still a lot of places open, but it's very, very relaxed sort of vibes. So this river just here is called the River Arno, and as Tig was saying, it definitely gives you Assassin's Creed vibes because the character in that is Arno, and some of those big viewpoints, the big kind of cathedrals and stuff, look like some of the levels where he jumps off of, you know. If you've played the game, you know. It's the second vlog I've mentioned Assassin's Creed. Maybe I should play it again. We headed towards our meeting point. Florence has such a chilled vibe at night. I love it. So our boat ride is going to start soon. We've got to gather here though first. The Ponte Vecchio Bridge has featured in several love songs and has been the place of many proposals over the years. It's so nice sailing along the water. Let's sit back, relax and enjoy the boat ride and music. After that boat ride, we decided to grab some pizza. So we're stopping at a place called Dante, which has been going since 1987, and we're going to have some pizza here. There's a lot of places where it seems to be closed quite early, like the pizza ovens turn off around 10:30 or something, but luckily this is open. It's 11 o'clock, so we're going to get some pizza before we turn in for the night. I'm going to be a little bit basic and go for just a margarita because I just fancy it. It's a hot night in Florence, I'll tell you that much. It's so humid, but and even the locals are complaining that it's very humid. So it's not just us, I promise. It's just a plain basic margarita, but I was just curious to try it because there's nothing to hide behind with this one. Two cazzo picante, which I think has got some type of salami on there, and mozzarella and tomato.
Yeah, it's very tasty. The meat is quite tangy as well. I think it's a little bit spicy, but nothing major. The pizza dough's nice, it isn't chewy or anything, it's just, it's really pleasant. Simple, but pleasant.
Here we go. I really like that. For a simple pizza with nothing to hide behind, I think that's a really good slice. It'd be even better with some basil, but actually, it's delicious. In Italy, you don't eat your pizza like this, you use a knife and fork to eat it, but we're breaking the rules a little bit tonight. Well, that's the end of our adventures in Florence. It was short and sweet, but we really enjoyed ourselves, and I hope you did too. Until next time, guys, take care, and we'll see you soon.